Hello there. Okay, today is going to be another coding day, drawing day. I think it's drawing day, actually. What we want to do since some weeks, but I've been kind of seeing things like here and there where I say, hey, I need to fix this immediately and put that drawing pen down now, and let's go to this quick issue here and fix it, and it took me a whole lot of time. But let's go to the actual thing that I've been trying to do for a long time, and go to the monitor here. And this is what we are actually working on. This is level number 3. It's the 3rd level. And here you see all the scenes that we have. So we have a whole lot of levels left still in the bag, where we need to find some kind of solution. But since we are not lazy people, we are strong people, and we are people who continue to work on our projects no matter the cost, we will be able to finish this. But it will cost us. It costs us time, maybe friends, because everybody wants to have our time, but it has to be done. Okay, so we have all of these scenes. But we have to keep in mind there's a lot of scenes in here that are actually not going to be in the game. And that is, level 1 has 2 more levels, and these 2 more levels are actually also just level 1 that duplicates, and the idea was to have to randomly pick one of them and then just change something inside of each level, so that in the end you would have the illusion that there would be some kind of random generator inside. So I say that's bullshit. Let's clean that up right now, so that we only have the scenes inside that we are actually using. And why do I say it's bullshit? The thing is, if I change something in this level, I test this level out, yeah? I test it out, and I find out, okay, you can't make the jump from this platform to this platform. And for some reason you need it, yeah? You fix it, and then you have to go to the other levels. I have to also fix that, and that's not good practice. It's redundant, and we don't do redundant stuff. Yeah, that's how projects take longer. How projects get issues that you don't want to fix. I have no motivation to do so. It's not fun. It's not fun doing the same thing over and over again. Now it's easy to do so. It's more easy to do that than to code this stuff right, so that environment randomly generates. But it's an open door for issues, errors, and fixes where you say, "Oh yeah, I forgot to fix this in this level, and now it's there, and now I have to put in the put in the structure from the wrong level in the right level, and now I reverse my changes." That's why let's go and clean this up right now. So we don't use low variations like we thought we would. So we don't destroy any level now that we actually need, because that would be that would be horrible. So should be very careful right now. Never destroy a 1. Okay, now there should be only level 1, 2. Yeah, level 1. Level 3. It's open. Let's reload this. We haven't done anything inside of this, so it doesn't matter. Level 5. And there's no level 5-1 also. Now, there's there are some games where -1, -2 are the next level. You start in -1, then you go to -2, and there are kind of some areas like now you're inside a volcano, and the volcano is essentially named level 1, and the areas of the volcano are level 1-1, level 1-2, level 1-3, it is etc. Yeah. But we don't do that. Now let me check if I did delete anything important, which would be horrible right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Good. Now we only have the real levels inside. But this test clip here, I don't know what it does and where it's used, but it does not belong inside of this folder, which is bad. Also, this script does not belong in here. Let's just put that into the scripts folder, which is I think it's an unsorted mess. Yeah, it's an unsorted mess. What is this? Oh dear. Oh yeah, this is an old script. There's German inside. Oh yeah. Now let's delete this test clip. Now unfortunately Unity does create some folders inside of here. And also there's settings for the like thing, which is, I think it's automatically generated that you have this, and I'm absolutely not a fan of this. Absolutely not. Except for this setting here. Exactly the same. No idea why these even exist. No idea. Deal with it. Deal with it. Okay, let's go on. So let's get down to the real business. Okay, let's go. So we have this area here, and we were drawing our stuff in, and we were just supposed to do our stuff, and then we got distracted by basically things that had to be fixed in the code, and we have done that, and now we are living in a nice world, and we don't have to code ever again. Probably not. Probably not. Now we want to continue drawing. We have to make sure that we always use this reference point and put it over to the next area here. So that that yeah, that we can draw our assets in when the character is standing over here. So how does it work? We grab that point here. We put it somewhere. Let's put it here. And let's go to our custom time map. Show position. Shift to dynamic point position. And we see all those sets shifted. That's good. That's exactly what we wanted to see. And now we want to open the brush. Oh, sorry. Which is inside of the tile palette. And here we have our custom brushes. Now this alpha sorted brush, yeah, I don't really like that one. Look, I deleted the script and now the brush is sitting inside of you. Let me take a look. Okay, we haven't deleted this brush yet, which essentially doesn't do anything. And this is basically a to-do for later. You don't need this brush. Okay, let's find out why is this overriding the default brush. Because this says it's a default brush and it should hide the default instance here, okay? That's pretty easy. Now let's go inside of Unity, and now we should have our default brush back. Because the alpha sorted brush, it doesn't do anything right now. We don't even know if it does anything. Good, now the default brush is back, which doesn't do anything special. Okay, and now we can go. Just select the tile map. And we see they are sorted alphabetically. That's good. That's nice. And we go inside of here. We go inside of here. Now it just automatically picks the white brush. That's the nice thing about the framework that we created. It just lets us go in there, and now we can start to draw. Now we are supposed to be able to start drawing. Hello? So I think I've overwritten the sorting layer. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. The information still says -10. Check that out. Okay, now now I think the sorting layer has been updated. I don't understand why it didn't do so before. Yeah, now we can draw there. That was a weird bug. So it picked the brush, it updated its values, and then randomly decided not to update the stuff that we need. Oh, certainly, yeah. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Happens. And maybe it always worked? I don't know. You know, I think we can't draw anything here in this layer. And pretty much not. Let's go to the next layer. Just go through the layers real quick. And I can just go over there. And not that the brush picks some good assets for me. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't. But that's okay. Let's just go to the next layer. Things will... Holy. Now we have disabled watchance mode. And we have also to disable the lightning. And for some reason, the first drawn instance will still have lightning enabled, which is not nice. Yeah. But this way we can just add some kind of detail. Oh, in the end, those will bloom. Unfortunately, we can't see it. But those assets will have bloom. Let's rotate. And we still have to do some things manually. Can't just assume that that the asset detects what kind of angle we want to use the asset on. This doesn't look like it's rotated. Oh, it's yeah, because I'm using offset instead of rotation, which is my bad. Stuff happens. I can just go through this area here. Hope that it draws in some nice stuff. Sometimes you still have to reverse, but yeah. You can't have the nicest randomness inside. So technology is not there yet. I think that's enough. I think you might later even have problems going through this because there's so many objects to kind of have some kind of orientation inside. It's probably going to be a pain. Just as I can't draw anything in here because it's too cramped. At least I can go over here. And I don't have to be careful with these stones here. They will pretty much be never visible to the player. Never move. They will never move. Don't forget what I said in the first part. Will actually be visible. They don't move now. Next stones have to be kind of be a little bit more careful, because these will move with the player, the position of the camera and mirror. And now we have these here. I think random is disabled. Yeah, disable random was chosen. Okay, and I want to draw less of them. Yeah. Maybe I should just give them a very low draw chance mode, because my my settings are always going to override how the random chance works, how this field works. This field will be overwritten, and now we put in front of these crystals just some stones to kind of make this mysterious. Oh, there's some kind of stones. You actually don't see what kind of minerals are there. You don't see the full mineral, which hopefully will make it a little bit more interesting. Yeah. Okay, let's just hit play and see how it looks in the game. We actually want to play on maximized. And we have an error. Not good. Very bad. Because this error has been triggered. It doesn't give us any information how we triggered it. These are functions of Unity, scripts of the Unity, and I pretty much can go in there and then just guess what kind of triggers this. And the unfortunate part is if I want to release it in the asset store, I kind of have to fix this. There's no way around it. Yeah. Great. So maybe we will be able to we will have to code again. But let's first just keep that in mind. And I still don't. I haven't seen it popping up. I don't know when it was triggered. So maybe we will be lucky and can memorize when this error is actually happening. So let's go. We come over here, and yeah, once we come into the cave, it's not just dark. We have these beautiful crystals everywhere, and can kind of start playing over here. Yeah. And up to this point, totally fine. And then we just stop drawing. We have to draw this part out. But yeah, it's... I don't know. Is there something bad about this? It's kind of hard to see the ground that we are standing on. I think we might have to do something about that at some point. Unfortunately, we can't use a shader which just generates some kind of surface. That's bad. So I think as a generic rule, I should just keep myself from drawing too close to those edges here, because let's see, just too much. It's not bad per se. Also on the top, it's not bad. I can't see where the top part is. Maybe it's also just because I'm not used to this. But it's different from this part here, where we have total clarity about what is going on. And then we come in this part, and it's kind of hard to see where the ground is. What do you say, Luna? Is it good? Luna? Okay, she says it's good. So let's go on. So what now? Now we just go on. Just keep drawing. Keep drawing. It's kind of obnoxious to do it this way, but we will have to keep doing this stuff. Let's define the first area until this point here. Oh, let's define until this point and this point. And then it kind of... Hey Luna, off she goes. Something triggered here. I don't know what. Let's go. This is really bad. I have really gotten bad at to do something like this. I just can't grind anymore. I really have I lost my grind set from coding all the time. Because coding is just the opposite of grinding. It's just relaxing, analyzing a problem, trying to do it all over and over again. Okay, there is some kind of grind in coding, but it's so different. It's so different than usual grind where you just, hey, let's put 1,000 assets inside. Let's draw 20 in different stones where you can just grind something down. But in coding, you can't do that. If you do that, you're fucked essentially. It won't be done. It won't be nice. And if you try to just grind your code as fast as possible, you will fail. That's a problem. And now I have to keep myself in this area here. And basically all I have to do is just go over there with my brush, and it will automatically draw in all those things that I want. Okay, now I have to reverse 2 times. Because that crystal was flying in the air. Didn't see that. Let's keep this in a little bit of distance so you can see, okay, there's the real ground that I have to play with. And it's going to be around this area. Not get too close to the ground here. Because we can't hide important information. Okay, now we see we want to go until this area, so kind of define this will be the current file sets, and then we will start in new ones. And the reason for this is we want to change the color of the crystals. Now in the first area you have violet crystals, and then in the next area you can have crystals in different colors, and that way kind of have something in that on that map. Like you can kind of keep in mind how you can distinguish the different areas from each other. Okay, so this is where the last point where we want to draw at. So we can do this with the first layer already. Because the first layer will never move. This won't move. And in this instance, I cannot do anything except just trying to enjoy the music maybe for a little bit. But aside from that, just grind right now. Just grind. And it's slow. Making these areas looking really good. It's slow progress. Also have to keep in mind that I rotated all these assets and let's go draw more. And let's go for another one. Last layer. Good. And now for the foreground. Wind it down. It's a slow grind, but it's steady. Okay, because we are still very early in the drawing process, we have to keep checking, because if we just keep drawing and try to grind fast, we might overlook something at the beginning and later are annoyed about our mistakes there, but it seems to work. Yeah, actually here at this point I can kind of find the ground a little bit better. Okay. So my first impression here was, okay, the stones. Sorry. Just stepped on my cat, sorry. Okay, she's pissed off. She's pissed off. Sorry, Luna. Oops. Okay, now she's pissed off basically because I've been stretching my leg and there she was, but it's nothing. She will forget about that. I wonder what she was doing. Whatever. And at this point you can see the ground. Yeah, you can identify the ground much better than in other in comparison to this area where it's But I hopefully hope that I hope that most people will just have a wow effect, like wow, there's a new area, and now the first time that I see crystals, wow, and I come close to them and they glow, nice. Hopefully people will say that. Maybe they will not like it. Don't know. Don't know. Okay, let's go on to the next area. We're going. So how are we going through? Let's go from left to right, then go do this whole ceiling, and yeah, that's for the, and then we will basically rethink our approach and go on. Let's go to this particular position, and we see a lot of things shifted to cover them up. Okay, now in this position, to fix that there are some rocks floating in the air. Can't have that. And we also have to keep in mind this is not level 1 anymore, so it does not have to be as polished as the first level, where we basically looked at every area. Okay, something floating in the air if we move, and we can't do that anymore. We have to just go on, put this point to the next position, shift everything, and now just keep drawing. Now we have to see. We have to use our Giga Chat Sigma Male grind set to basically just get going. And say, hey, this most likely something that is not perfect in here, but I don't care. We don't have to do it like if two crystals are on top of each other. Of course, we are going to delete them. Try again. Yeah. Could we make this even faster? We're basically doing this as fast as we can. But could we maybe make this even faster? So the way we are doing it right now is pretty much optimized. And it would be nice if I would just go over here, keep drawing, and it would then just magically know where I want to have my dynamic point. So this is basically impossible unless you would just say, hey, shift the dynamic reference point together with the mouse. We have the function for that. That could work, and that could be very, very useful. Oh, you would have to still have to kind of say, hey, which one do you want to shift? Y position or X position? How much offset do you want to have? So yeah, it's going to get complicated. God damn it, being lazy is normally very nice. And using that to make great stuff. To really use the kind of, I don't want to do this, this is stupid. But am I overdoing it now? It's a good question. Or is this really the last step? Is this the last step? I would implement a function where the dynamic reference point would be just above my mouse in pretty much a fixed offset. And everything would just shift with that point every frame. It would kind of be pretty much even if a very, very hard function for Unity. Could even be that it is not efficient enough, and that it causes lag inside of Unity, and Unity just crashes. But let's assume that it's not the case. It's a very, very useful function, actually. Well, you say, hey, just shift with your X position. Keep your Y position. Would be damn useful. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. How do we even get the mouse position in Unity? Okay, I want to code this. The work code. I'm just doing what the title says. But this time, I think we just like every time, we are just on to something, no? Yeah. We are on to something, and we have made all of this beautiful. Let's go on and look at current point references. It exists twice, which is, I think, not correct. Yeah, it exists twice, but it's basically the same. Okay, so I want to put this over here. And let's just assume we want to have a new time map over here, and it should have 3 layers in the front, 3 layers in the back. We can do this very, very fast. But And then we want to have the dynamic reference point. Put it somewhere, and when we move the mouse, everything will shift with that. That reference point will shift, and every object will reassign its position as if the camera would be at this position. And then we keep drawing, and this is actually a mind-blowing process. Really mind-blowing. Yeah. Oh no, it's actually such a good thing to have later, and then you can basically just draw, and you never need to reset that dynamic reference point. Or in this case, I could draw here and keep drawing here at all these positions, and then just do all these 3 at once. I still have to do this multiple times, but aside from that, it's not bad. Useful. I absolutely think this is useful. So let's go into this script over here and make a new region, because there will be a whole lot of functions. Yay! New functions. And I'm not satisfied until I can just mash draw these tile sets really fast. Okay, so region, let's name it dynamic mouse shifting, and region, and inside of that let's look at shift tile maps. And copy this function, the dynamic reference one. We're going to call this function later, but let's copy it first and see what it does. So the first thing that we want to do is make a new option and shift with locked X value, X position. Let's start with Y position of X position. We will also do this for the X position if we want to maybe draw on a cliff or something. But this is the first thing that we want to do. And yeah, and then later we also want to have a function where we can draw with an offset. And we have to kind of catch what if they only want to do this if the mouse is inside of the inspector. So the first thing that we want to do here is find the dynamic reference point. And have later to use the update function for the rest. First we have to find the dynamic reference point and say, hey, is it there? And if it's null, then we will just basically do some stuff here that we have copied. And now we have to think, okay, if this is copied, can't do this twice. Oh, actually, shift. Oh, my keyboard is not working anymore. Yeah, no, I'm unplugging my keyboard in and out. So Corsair has a lot of expensive aluminum keyboards, which are nice, but there's a problem. They are sometimes not programmed that well. Something that I've experienced with a lot of holy shit, what is that? Why is this music playing? Help! It's Spotify, okay. Something that I experienced with multiple keyboards so far. Gaming keyboards. Gaming brands. Yeah. So I hope that Cossack would be able to actually make a keyboard. It looks like they don't have good coders there. Yay. So mouse shift Y not. Okay. And we want to find the dynamic reference point. Check the dynamic reference point. Make this into a function here. Can you just do that? Then maybe generate. Constructor. No. No. That's not what we want. Get dynamic reference point. Can we actually do this? Is the technology there? Hey, neat. Now we have this function here, and I actually don't have to look inside of it. I'm just going to go inside of here and say, hey, we have a nice function here over there. It's not how we use it, though. It's like this. Yay! And we have essentially improved our code without lifting a finger. Nice! Yay! First time I used that, I probably should have used that before. Okay, so we just get is there a dynamic reference point? If not, return, yeah, and it's gone. So this finds every parallax transform and will look into each of them and then shift them. So now we have to delete those. Because that's not nothing that we do. We'll just have a boolean and set that to true. An I numerator. An enum, not an enumerator. And this will be inside of function public enum mouse shifting mode, and then we will have these different modes like this one, and there will be also be one with the X locked, and then there will be one with offset, and default should be none. Yeah. And this will basically just say, hey, if you have this dynamic reference point, we will have this mouse shifting mode as a variable. Private mouse shifting mode, and just generate that. I think this structure is private. And you know what we basically do is we set this mouse shifting mode to none, and we can't access it. I think it has to be static. Yeah, it's be static, and we basically will have 4 functions here, and I actually didn't want to implement them yet, but it's not a problem. With X locked, with offset, we don't know what to do with the offset yet, and then we have with mouse shift none. Now we have to assign all of these variables here correctly. So now they all are usable a little bit. So what does it do? Not much. It doesn't do anything but change an enum. So why? Because we now have to rewrite the update function, or write something into the update function of this specific script, and basically will say update the position of the current reference point, and then shift every tilemap to that position, like we do it when we called it in the shift tilemap function. Basically, we probably are even going to just call that. Yeah. So Do we have a lump update function inside of here? Let's look. Update. No, we don't have the update function inside. So let's maybe define them. That one. Variables initializing. After that, we would put the update function, which is not going to be inside of the region, because the update function essentially is so important that it should be its own region. So we basically will just say if a switch case, it will be a switch case, and the case is our mouse shifting mode. And now we have our case none, for example. That's easy. Do nothing. Wait. That's it. And then we have our other cases. And let's basically first just copy this and put that in here 3 times. And just modify the code for a bit. So now we then ask every case, and the case that we want to do something right now about is oh, and in this we actually want to return. Can we even do that? Yeah, we can. So in that case, it would just stop the whole function. Can we then? Yeah. So if mouse shifting mode, just return, do nothing. Yeah. None. We're done. And in every other case, we want to do stuff. Update the position of the current reference point by some kind of method, which I don't even know about, not yet, but we will find out that. And then we will want to shift. Holy shit, that's a lot. Shift dynamic reference position. Shift to dynamic reference point position. And we want to basically just call that function. Holy shit, that's a powerful function. And if we do anything wrong here, we're fucked. So let's see if this works. And this is also why we are working in the test level right now. Because this is a dangerous, powerful function. And we can do it. This will be great. So with the while lock, what we want to do is we want to get the mouse position. And vector 3 mouse position. Let's just assume we know it. And it's inside of this mouse position variable. We will just look it up later in the API, but let's just assume for now that we get this mouse position. Then we want to have our vector 3 new dynamic point position. Actually, this should be a vector 2. And it's a vector 3. Oh, I think it's a vector 2. We have to. I think it's something like mouse position to. Yeah, calculate that. That. Okay. It's a mouse position, and we want to get it with a unity function, and the new dynamic point position think that it will be a vector free because inside of the editor it is designed to be in a 3D environment, and probably it's just guessing our position. Then the new dynamic point position will be, we want to have Y locked, so going to be a new vector free with the mouse position .x, the dynamic point position so first let's just copy that in. Dynamic reference point dot y, and we don't care about z. I don't care about the z. This would have to be the brush position. I just put in 0 because z the z position should be 0 in most of the cases in 3D, and then we shift everything to the position. And what is going to happen now if we would try this out? It would be a raw mess because the mouse position is an empty vector free, and I have no idea what's going to happen. Now I think we will always have this get dynamic reference position, but if we don't get the dynamic point reference dynamic reference point because the user just deleted that, then okay, let's just return and stop right here so we don't get any errors. Yeah, but this also means that every frame the user tries to delete the dynamic reference point, this will immediately trigger when he moves his mouse. No, will immediately trigger and say, hey, you don't have a reference point. I'm going to create a new one for you. Yeah, that's pretty buggy. Okay, we are going to leave it to do here. To do if dynamic reference point is deleted, don't create new one, and set the mouse shifting mode to none. Maybe there's someone who uses this as a tool and then thinks, hey, I'm going to I have no idea how to disable this mode because I'm stupid. It's just legit. And then he deletes the reference point for some reason, and then we have to kind of catch this absolutely weird bug. And we can. Because we can, it's not a problem. Normally we could just say, hey, fuck you. You're trying to mess with our tool here. But since it's not that hard, why not? Okay, so we have still to get the mouse position, and I think I do have the function right here in the random brush. Set cell. I think it's set cell, where we actually draw, and this function doesn't. The cell, scene cell, set scene cell. That's the function that we need. So set scene cell, and that thing inside of it, there is a function where it gets the mouse position. I could be wrong though. Grid local to world. Okay, I think it already has the position. So I think the position has already been calculated before. There's a position inside of here, yeah. So we have to kind of find out where where this position is coming from, and this will pretty much be where the mouse is pointing. And looks like it's just coming from nowhere. Oh no, there's still. Okay, I think actually think it's not in here. It's not in here. So I think the grid to that seems. I think these we would have to dig even deeper here. These just get the position from the cell that it is going to draw in. These functions are triggered by Unity then, and somewhere if we try to track this down, we will find the position. But I think we are better off with just looking into the API. So Unity editor get mouse position in editor based on screen coordinates, and there we have it. Just a line of code. I love it. I love it. So let's see what it does. What does this give back? It does return a vector 2. So I think this will just set the Z position to 0. Oh yeah. And then there's a new dynamic point position, and then we have to set the and then we have to basically set the we have to, because we will use this in either case. You can then just say, hey, in the end, oh, I don't think we have this point. We don't have this outside of this function. That's bad. Can we define before? Yeah, I think we can. But there's still a problem here. It says might not be initialized, yeah. It still says so. And we don't want to get this if this is none. Just say, let's just put this to null then. Yeah. possible null effect exception. Yeah, but the code works. Oh, I think we can even catch that. Like that? Okay, that's how I would do it. Is there maybe a nicer code? Third? Oh no. A third is even more code. It's the twist warning. No. Okay, let's go with the if clause and just put it inside of the bracket. Here we go. And this position will be the new dynamic point position, which also is possibly... let's just put this to vector 0. I don't really care about that. We could also null it and then check if both of them are null. Okay, it can't be null. Okay, so here we go. We have these function finished. Wasn't much work so far. Now let's test it out and see how bad it actually is. And it doesn't work. It pretty much doesn't work. Oh, that's bad. So I forgot to set the names, and I think it's now none. It's either the last one or the first one. It might be none, so that's why nothing is happening. And then none. Just stop it. Stop. I think it did set itself to the first one, which would mean that our function doesn't work. I think so, because then it said not working. Yeah. And it doesn't do anything. No, I should actually be seeing stuff right now. So let's see what's going on. Where does our function break? So first of all, I want to just debug log this. Debug.log setting scripting mode to... Okay, and then I want to white out the mode. Not sure if we can though. Okay. And then before we do this, we just want to say debug.log shifted and is resetting position. Let's go and find out what happens now. Okay, so it did set itself up, but it seems like nothing else is happening. So it must have stopped somewhere here. So, and unfortunately, we do not get a return. Let's see if the update function is even updating. Is it even called updating? Or do we have to maybe write another script? I don't know. updating. Or it should just write hundreds of updating. And it doesn't. It doesn't trigger the function. Yeah, so update isn't called. That's a problem. Unity editor mode. Enable update function. They are a little bit too old for my taste. Execute in edit mode. Oh. So this has to then inherit from mono behavior. So we have to make it essentially a new class. Yeah, then let's see if we are inheriting from mono behavior. We are nationalized unload. Yeah. Will we just put this inside of here? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see what happens. I have a bad feeling about this. And actually nothing's happening. So that didn't do anything, or no, it didn't do anything. So we're still not updating it. So why? Why though? So pretty much they just put this in front of this function, and then magically update works. Let's look into the other functions. Wait. The update function is called when the game object transform position is. We have. No, this is not. This is not triggering the update. I don't get it. So the update function is. Normally not called. It's not called normally. This would be on a I think this is a script on a game object, and when they move it, update will be called. This is not what we want. We actually want to call update, just normal update. Ooh. Update is only called when something that's been changed. Okay, so basically update is not working in editor mode. It's bad for us. And we need to kind of find some way around this. God damn it. Let's try to find a way around this, and then when we fix this issue, I will end the stream. Another sad day where I say, hey, let's draw and make this map. No! Guess what? We are going to do coding today. It's crazy. And it's also not a hard function, but every time you do something in Unity editor mode, it's just it's different and things don't work the usual way you want them to, and yay. Now but it has to be there. More trigger on mouse boof. No, not mouse move. It's not the right function. It's not in there. At least on mouse enter. There's on mouse enter. It's not really what we want. Fuck. And there's an even mouse position. Don't know. Could try that on GUI. I think this will only trigger if we're inside of a certain window. No. Also not what we want. Input mouse position, yay. But this is inside of the update, and yeah, it's not. Oh, come on, just give us an event that we can listen to or something. Already. God damn it, I don't find it. Damn it. Update every frame. We want to update this every frame. How do we get it all back every frame? Edit mode. Yeah, that's exactly what we want. You can use initialize unload. Let's come back with. Yeah, no idea what this does. Let's just try it. Initialization. I think this is a constructor here. We can't do this. Cannot access it. Make it static. It would be nice if this would just work, even though. No, this will never work. It's just too easy. They have. If they don't enable update. Oh, dear God, it's happening. It's actually working. How can it be so easy? But it's not doing what we want. Ah, okay, and then we get an error. That's great. And it says something could not be found. Wait, this is absolutely great. It would be nice if we would stop updating. It's actually a little bit annoying. Like worrying me a little bit. Yay, but yeah, maybe we can now check our error. Come on. At least stop throwing errors. But none. Okay. Yeah, also want to stop debug logging. No, I need to keep debug logging this, even though this will be over 9,999 very soon. I wonder where the limit is. Will it go over 10,000? Yes, it does. It does. Okay, interesting. Okay. Object reference is not set to an instant of out checked. I don't know. So this has not. I think this. Is the thing that's not working? Is that line 116? Yes. Vector 3 mouse position. It's not the left side of the of this code. It's the right side. So which one is not set? GUI utility. There's a problem with the event. Or it just returns it returns nothing. I don't think that's the case though. Wait. Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea. Unity editor get edit mode get mouse position. Maybe we tried out that one. But let's keep reading, maybe there's more to it. It's an old answer from 2014. Lots of things changed. And I think this is in Unity script. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, that's in Unity script, not C#. Let's just forget that answer. Maybe this. Okay. I think this is basically a bad idea. Let's just do it for now. Come on, Unity. Load. And so this is the part that returns null. Okay. Short toilet break, I would say, and then we will try to get this to work. And I say, after we get this position, we will get this. I will add this 3, but hey, maybe that's when this code will run. Okay, be right back. Okay, I'm back. I broke the cat, but she doesn't like to be in the stream. Come on, Miri. So she really doesn't like what I'm doing right now. You kind of have to get used to being on my lap. She's not aggressive, so let's try to let her go. But let's also make it safe for her. She's still very scared. I'm going this way. Go this way. Yeah, off you goes. Now, this cat is from the shelter, and she still has to get used to being on my lap. Maybe she will never get used to it. I think it's a good try. So she's still scratching me a little bit, so she's really nervous. Not aggressive or trying to hurt me, but it's really not. She's not used to being on my lap yet. I can't hold her. She can climb on my back though. she really feels comfortable when I'm putting myself down and she's on my back. And I did that today with her. I was surprised that she didn't get down from my back at all. She actually liked it. I could even move, and she would kind of just relax there and take care of her fur. It was an experience. Okay, now event current mouse position is not returning anything at all. Great. So how do we make this work? One of the things here is this is very old code and an old answer. So, and this is from 2020. Let's try that out. Event current mouse position. Okay, so this user is also trying to get the mouse position from this event. I think it's not working though. And they probably okay, they're looking up very old answers. Oh, that's the same user. So scene view on scene GUI delegate on scene GUI. Hmm. I don't get it. Why would this make event current mouse position not return null? I don't get it. So the first part is clear. She's listening. The user, I don't know if it's she or she, is listening to an event. Scene view on scene GUI delegate on scene GUI. Invite your own function on scene GUI, scene view, scene view. I don't get it. Why would this work suddenly? No, I think it wouldn't. Let's just keep going. Keep. Maybe a newer answer will help us out, but also event queue and mouse position. Event queue and mouse position. So everybody is using this function. Let's look at the year 2019. It's not that far away. Everybody is using this function and it works for them, but not for us. Let's try to debug log this and just see what it does. Debug.log current mouse pos is this. And we also want to debug log this when we are we are enabling this function. Pause in in mode change. Just give it another name so we can see that this is triggered inside of this function. And now we see immediately it's not working inside of the update function. Is it working when I do custom function? No. So this is never going to work. So let's say we read something. Okay, here, so there's nothing in there. Yeah. Yay! Questions. I love questions. Do you know what I also like? Answers that are actually going to help me. So it's a good question though why this event is not working. Maybe it's that nowadays the Unity guys changed how the function basically works. Input mouse position. Let's try that. Can we even do this? No, I don't think so. Oh, we can. Now this might be a bad idea. Oh. Alright, no, I don't know. Just then I had an idea and then I realized that it doesn't matter. Oh, we have a Q and mouse position. Let's click Unity. And that's odd. My mouse position is always the same. That's bad. So I think this is maybe inside only while running. This is not in edit mode. Fuck. Yeah, this is not edit mode. God damn it. I don't want to end the stream yet. I don't want to end the stream when I haven't found this problem. The solution to the problem. I need to go to bed soon and end the stream. But I haven't found this problem. I can't leave yet. No. Oh no, it's just I hate these tutorials where you basically have a lot of text and there's the code that we don't want. No. No, he's just trying to get the 3D position. Edit. It's not even one word is trying to. This is about edit mode. Not even one word. Fuck you, Google. God damn it! I'm getting too frustrated. I'm getting too frustrated. Not good. I need to get more answers from the Unity side or Stack Overflow. Unity editor mode. Mouse position. Okay, maybe I have another idea. Since we're kind of getting desperate, let's look at why this is returns null. And this is Godot. It's not Godot. It's Godot. It's Godot thing or Godot. So first of all, let's look at the correct code and error and see what kind of error we get. I think it was a null exception. It's null reference exception. And that's with it. Object reference not set. Sorry for caps. have. It doesn't have either. Of null reference exception. I think it will then just tell me null references and just ignore that I'm actually googling something specific here. So thanks Google for being waste of time. Just what the hell? Yeah, null reference exception. I know what the null reference exception is. I want to know why do I get that? Okay, so possibly it forgets where the mouse is if you don't call it in on GUI. Know if that's right. Let's give it a try. Let's just see what it does. If it actually does anything. And here we just want to debug this event. Nothing else that we are actually interested in. And let's just see if it does anything at all. I kind of doubt. Would be neat. So nothing. Nothing. So this is just not triggered ever. Because we are not, this is not a window. Something. And maybe this is also what this is about. This is maybe just about being in a window and then we can have this inside of on GUI. We want to have the world space. We're back at Google. Come on. Yay. So I say okay, we weren't able to fix our problem here. That's really sad. I'm going to cry myself to sleep then, but I'll be back very strong afterwards. No, this is nothing. This is the usual stuff that we are trying to find an issue, and maybe if I sleep over that, then I will maybe get a clue. Hey, you can do something like that, and then it will be fixed in no time. Basically, it looks like I think it will be something really stupid that I've been overlooking the whole time, but I don't know it yet. And unfortunately, it's time to go to bed for me, work and stuff, but still great to at least try to be useful once. Okay, that sounded negative. Yeah. It was strong. It was good to at least try to do this, and keep going, no matter the cost, and finish this. At least I should go at least until I have 100 English streams. That's at least the minimum goal, and then I can decide to give up, because then I at least can say I've tried. But we are at stream 65 right now, and it means there's still 35 streams remaining, at least until I can say I haven't tried hard enough. So I will keep going until then, and it will be interesting what will happen if I will have 100 of 100 streams completed, because then I can say, hey, I tried really hard to make everything in this game work, and I just don't have the time. That would be really unfortunate, and I really think that it's possible to get everything done in time, and that if I will have 100 of 100 streams completed, and I will be in a wonderful position. And speaking of wonderful position, I will go to my sleeping position real soon. So, have a nice day, and see you back. Goodbye.